Attention gamers, this week something unbelievable happened. And no, I'm not talking about hitting 50k subscribers or how I prevailed over a sleeping gerbil to get promoted out of silver hell. This week, I got someone to say that Twinkle shit here is OP. So here's how I did it. I took this blonde beauty that is no stranger to being told he has a micro penis and flamed in games on repeat and decided to go Magic Mike in the bot lane and swing a fat AP stripper ween over the enemies. Sure, this pissed off those 3 viewers that expect my videos to show them how to get signed by TSM. But who can argue with being able to see a creeping vegan in the bush and giving those tofu tits a slap? Or what jungle would be mad if you do all the work and just let him come into Snowball Zamboni their dead bodies off the ground? Little Lucifer here thinks his blind will counter an ADC and their autos. Well, too bad for him, my ween is straight Harry Potter power now and there's no blinding this ult that just did 80% of his health. So let's play some games of peekaboo with AP Ezreal in the bot lane and show the power of believing in magic on this bursty Twinkle shit. Now if you are new to this channel and want to join the fastest growing League of Legends community of naked Eskimos, please use some hand sanitizer and then slap the shit out of that subscribe button for more. I went over these runes in my last AP Ezreal video, so here's a 1-sentence summary of my choices. Having a large collection of eyeballs makes a reduced cooldown on your ult spank glowing asses harder when you are healthy, and it's late into the game as you dash around with a fat wanky amount of adaptive damage. The game starts out with my support in his definitely not Blitzcrank skin, who seems to have definitely never played this game before, as he decides to swiftly sprint in the middle of the enemies just to say hi and do absolutely nothing productive only to get chunked down and run away. Luckily his stupidity is contagious and the Ghost Shepherd decides to greed for the kill, handing your boy some early gold. I then take advantage of the fact that the floating static shitter is all alone and combo his ass, then dodge a quick blueberry before I flash and nab the kill with one last auto from downtown Disney. My blitz tells me I did a good job and I just couldn't bring myself to say, "You too," so I just refrained from saying anything at all. Then the midget shepherd comes back to lane with her floating corrupted sperm that she calls Wolf as she immediately mispositions and runs to the cove. Blitz gives her a firm handshake and then I slowly deliver a few autos to take the kill. Then the sped robot gets a burst of excitement and sprints in just to eat a fat stun and get tickled before he wakes up just to pull the shepherd away from me, but I come in to burst the death fetish child down. Blitz runs down to pull Kindred as she heals to make sure she's sanitized before that handshake, then I flop a fat ween's worth of damage down and Blitz's lightning hiccup passive steals the kill. Their jungler and his time-traveling tits tries to gank me, but I time an E when he dashes to introduce him to my turret and then he flashes away. I pause to film Blitz getting gangbanged for the TikTok views and then send a long-range blue boy to finish off the fleeing dumbass. They try to siege mid-turret as Man Bear Pig charges in just to get blueberried, but I slap a fat bursty boy on the floating static shitter to take him down. A group of them are trying to catch fireflies in the bushes and I come in to do 90% of Zerath's health in one shot before Man Bear Pig flashes to break in his new pair of gloves. We then team up on the Metal Mace Man to secure some more gold. Blitz eagerly wants to introduce us to Mordekaiser, so he calls him over. I wait for my cooldowns in the back, wondering why my team isn't doing any damage before I ult the Ghost Shepherd and tell her to meet me over in the bush. She agrees and then I say, "Psych, you a dead bitch now," as my team finishes their morning practice of synchronized dying. Then I kite away from mouth-breathing Mohawk before I show him what a time-traveling titty twister feels like. Then let the record show that I would have totally finished off the fat knight too, but the tier 2 turret had the audacity to cock-block your boy. My team gets caught, so I whip out my blue phoenix to drop a load on their whole team and turn around the fight. I then take down Mace Man with a few pathetic autos before running in a quick circle to wait for my cooldowns, only to finish off the fight with a dash what's up on their echo. Let's all take a moment to appreciate their echo having such a sore anus at this point that he comments on the power of this Twinkle shit champion. Tarzan's wife gets caught in a stun, causing us to call a breakdance battle mid lane as Aurelia draws us a dope diamond and I lay out a final bursty boy on the floating thunderstorm for the kill. However, she doesn't want people to think that she can only draw diamonds, so she runs up to show them that she can draw a straight line too, but they aren't impressed and fuck her day instead. This prompts a kite fest for me as the fencing instructor wants to sign me up for lessons until Blitz takes the person that I am running away from and pulls her closer to me. Luckily we manage to burst her down before she impales me. Man Bear Pig is dead, so their jungler gets a free uncontested dragon, but I see the static shitter glowing like he's in an icy hot commercial and one dashy duck takes him down. Our robot and their knight are playing patty cake until he starts running and Blitz pulls him back. Mordekaiser plays spin the bottle and it lands on Blitz, so the two of them hop into another dimension to get freaky as I wait patiently outside wondering if they are gonna go all the way together. Turns out nothing more than some light metal nipple licking went down, so me and Tarzan's wife call the knight a pussy and send him home crying. Unfortunately, our jungler's application to be the mascot at Chuck E. Cheese must have got accepted, so he ran off to get fitted for his costume, leaving us in the unfortunate situation where even though my blue Phoenix could take massive shits on their whole team, we still couldn't deal with the outnumbered pressure anymore and ended up losing the game. So let's hop into another one to see if AP Twinkle Shit can win a game in the bot lane. The second game starts with my Ninja Turtle of a support whiffing a hook on little Lucifer, which gives the midget in his Halloween costume the confidence to ignore the fact that I am playing a whole game of Monopoly on that bite-sized ass until he backs off. Then it's my turn to chase too far before Obama's wife chokes a point-blank root and Pike hooks the knee nibbler back for me to secure the kill. Then Pike comes tiptoeing in to hook Obama's wife and she flash jukes the shit out of herself as I hold in the laughter long enough to land one last Q for the kill. Not a minute later and I have little Lucifer glowing, so I put a ring on him and pop that shit before I hit a quick flash to auto the hamster for the kill. Obama's wife lands a root and turns out Mini Satan is a dumb shit as he walks into the danger zone to shroom the bush. I lay out the burst so that Pike can X mark the spot on the little chipmunk's ass to secure another kill. The Ninja Turtle tiptoes out of the bush to hook the gerbil, so I run up to Amazon Prime, deliver the bitch a fat as fuck banana to the face. At this point I have a single item and boots and I am thinking I will just take a chunk out of the knee nibbler, so I put a ring on him and then shoot off and ult for shits and gigs until the banana straight up one-shots the furry chode. But I am not done yet and I see Obama's wife looking fine as hell next to that statue, so I ask my Pike to give her my number, and when he does, I send her a pic so dirty that it ruins her career. I run up river to see little Lucifer and Obama's wife working hard to win their first 2v1 of the game against a pink ward before I run up to Senna and play a game of I don't need to see you to shit in your mouth before I impeach her with a little shitter up the a-hole. I run mid to try and steal the credit for killing this tower so that I don't have to give a raise to any of these hooded midget employees, but turns out Feeding Satan saw the whole thing and starts running back to base to tell my boss, so my only choice is to murder the witness. My team and I are figuring out how many licks it takes to get to the center of a tier 2 turret, and then my walking rock goes full linebacker and tackles the starry slut as I zip in with some bursty backup. Then I pop a ward over the wall to reveal the archer and her floating burnt jellyfish and decide to play a quick game of surprise you're a dead bitch now before I look that midget demon in the eye and scare his flash right out of him. Then me and my teleporting octopus of a mid laner see the gerbil in his Halloween costume and just can't resist chasing him down to give the cute little fucker some starbursts. Diana chases us down mid trying to show us that the head of champion balance at Riot gets the best bribes from Team Diana, but I shift out of that overpowered nonsense and deliver a fat dose of potassium to their whole team, enabling my Ninja Turtle to play some swift hopscotch on their anuses before deciding that he simply had enough after 2 and stops. Then I see the sparkle in little Lucifer's eye as the furry midget is just determined to get his first ever kill in League of Legends before I put him back in timeout to give him some privacy to bask in his new achievement. Then Diana thinks she's got a defective Moonblade because hers isn't doing any damage, so she dashes in to ask my team for their opinion. We collectively agree that she got ripped off and send her back to the store to get refunded. We siege their base as she comes back to try out her new blade, but turns out that one doesn't seem quite right either, and then I combo the star slut and eventually take her down. Teemo kills the octopus and gets way too hyped up off of that kill and decides to challenge this blonde beauty, so I put him back in his cage next to the hamster wheel before I end up dying to Miss Shepherd Fetish. The Stomp Fest ends in a fat W for your boy, and I represent for all the naked Eskimos through this chart by displaying a much longer bar than the ones of my fellow coworkers. If you are new to the igloo and want to see more content like this, please kindly whip out the ween and piss all over that subscribe button, because we have some hilarious gameplay on fiddlesticks coming up to properly say farewell to the old malnourished scarecrow before Riot turns him into a horror film. Lastly, huge shout out to my Eskimos. I am still working my way through all the new comments, but I promise to get through all of them and interact with the best community out there. I hope everyone is enjoying their time locked away in their houses, so don't forget to brush your teeth so we can all go outside and spit in each other's mouths without having to worry about spreading any sicknesses again like the good old days. Rav out.